again and welcome. Today's video is going to introduce you to the Hope XL Vase Steady, a steady rest that has been designed by Simon Hope here in the UK of Hope Woodturning and manufactured by a UK engineering firm to Simon's very tight tolerances. The Steady is made of heavy duty 10mm steel and all the steel components are zinc plated. It has the ability to hold diameters of as little as 30mm up to 400mm. Now the Steady was designed for the FU230, which has an 18-inch swing. However, it can be fitted to lathes of a 16-inch swing minimum, right up to 22-inch like the XL, by means of a riser, which is available from Simon, or indeed you could make your own to save on that extra cost. And to obtain the maximum capacity of 400mm, obviously the centre of the Steady needs to be on the centre of your spindle. So if your lathe has a larger swing than 22 inches, you can make your own riser block to enable the full capacity to be utilised. Now without further ado, I'm going to go through the parts that you find in the box, assemble it, which is simplicity itself, and then once it's in situ, we'll go through its characteristics. So in the box you have the base plate, the base clamp, the large arch, small arch, 3 arms including the wheels. Now the wheels are rated to 80 kilos per wheel, but it's recommended a maximum weight of 160 kilos. You've got the 3 star knobs. You've got the various bolts needed to attach everything together, and indeed the arch connector. And finally you have 2 Allen keys, or Allen wrenches as our friends across the pond call them. What I'll do now is to assemble this, which is simplicity itself, and then we'll see it in all its glory on the lathe and I can go through its characteristics. So I found it easiest to actually attach the base first, so take your base clamp and the corresponding M12 bolt and locate the hole and screw in. Don't screw up, don't tighten just yet. Just take a set square just to square everything up, and then tighten down. You'll notice there are no nuts at the end of the bolt there because the base plate is threaded. Then take your small arch, and I prefer to have the guide rails facing the headstock, that's personal preference, and then take one of the M12 bolts, locate the hole. Again, don't tighten at this stage, just locate and screw in a little bit. Take the 10mm Allen key and just tighten up. Just hinge it at this stage. And do the same with the large arch. Just locates in there. Line up the holes and repeat with the M12s. $10mm Allen key and just hinge it up. Don't tighten, as I said. Okay, then take the arch connector and the 2 M10s, locate the holes here, and the second one. Now take your 8mm Allen key and tighten up. Now I suggest tightening these first before you tighten the ones on the base plate. So that's all tightened there. And now again, take your 10mm and tighten up. And you'll find it's rock solid. Okay, so now we take the arms, and again I like the wheels facing out. So take the flange bolt, we'll do the top one first, put the flange bolt through the wheel, slip like so, and one washer and one star knob, and do the same for the other two. So assembly is as simple as that. This actually obviously is not set for my lathe because it's for the for a 9-inch swing. This is 11-inch swing, and that's where this riser comes in that you can purchase from Simon as an extra, or indeed make your own. And it comes with an extra long bolt, obviously. So what I'll do is just quickly fit that to this, and then we'll carry on. With the riser fitted now, as you can see, everything is perfect. I've got in here now a dowel I've turned down to just over 25mm, which is about 5mm under the recommended minimum, but just to show it does work. Now this scenario is purely for demonstration. It doesn't mean to say this is the best way to do this sort of turning, but say you wanted a round over here. If I had no support at all, it's central, but it's whipping there. I'm doing 1800 RPM, and if I just put my gouge up there, I can turn, but it's vibrating, obviously. Very difficult and not to be recommended. So if I bring the wheels up, just tighten down, just to show you the stability that it gives. And as I say, this is purely for demonstration. It's not, I'm not suggesting for one moment this is the correct way to do this sort of turning, but just to prove that the steady rest does its job. Lock it down, bring the wheels up, and as I say, this is only 25mm diameter. And like with all projects that you use a steady rest with, sometimes you have to just play around with the wheels a minute just to get everything right. That's on first attempt. That's pretty good. Tighten everything down. And as I say, this is just to prove that it makes a lot of difference in stability. And we're now on 25mm. And now I can turn this with no problem. With complete stability. So there is just proving that it can be an aid even for this sort of turning if you want to round over an end or something. And here we have a bigger piece. It's going to be a U hollow form come vase. There are going to be voids in it when I hollow it out because this dips in here. So I've got a nice smooth area here which I can put the steady rest wheels on to give me that support when I start to hollow out here. And it's about 9 inches in diameter. So Again, I can't impress enough, when you use a steady rest, spend some time fine-tuning the wheels, get the arms in exactly the right position. You don't want too much pressure, you just want a very light support, but that support makes one massive difference. And here we're turning at around 670, everything is stable, there's absolutely no movement at all. I've got the support I need, so when I start to hollow out, especially at this area here, I've got that support I need. I'm not hollowing out with unsupported wood 13 inches from the chuck. And as you can see here, virtually no marking, because I haven't put the wheels with a lot of pressure against the wood. Well, that completes my review of the Hope XL Vase Steady. The steady rest is available on Simon's website now at Hope Woodturning. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Or indeed, you can contact Simon direct at Hope Woodturning, and he is a very approachable guy and will answer any queries or questions you may have. Well, thank you very much indeed for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon on the next one. Cheers now.